Since everything the CIA writes and does is secret, including its budget, regardless of Article 1, Section 9 of the Constitution, which says, "A regular statement and account of the receipts and expenditures of all public money shall be published from time to time," accountability to the elected representatives of the people, or even an accurate historical record of actions, is today inconceivable. Congressional oversight of the agency, and many other ever-expanding intelligence outfits in the U.S. government, including the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, and the National Security Agency, NSA, is at best a theatrical performance designed to distract and mislead the few Americans left who are concerned about constitutional government. In fact, the President's untrammeled control of the CIA is probably the single most extraordinary power the imperial presidency possesses, totally beyond the balance of powers intended to protect the United States from the rise of a tyrant. This situation is hardly new, although in late 2004, former CIA analyst Melvin A. Goodman declared that the Bush administration's record in relation to the CIA represented the worst intelligence scandal in the nation's history. Perhaps no comment caught the reality of the agency's role better than James Schlesinger back in 1973. When the former chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission, who had briefly succeeded Richard Helms as CIA director before becoming Secretary of Defense, arrived at the agency's Virginia campus, he immediately announced, "I am here to see that you guys don't screw Richard Nixon." Schlesinger wanted to protect the Watergate-embattled president from revelations that the CIA, on Nixon's orders, had tried to cover up the break-in of the headquarters of the Democratic National Committee by his personal agents, as well as the agency's illegal infiltration of the anti-Vietnam War movement within the United States. At the time, the CIA was prohibited from domestic spying operations. Schlesinger underscored his point by noting that he would be reporting directly to White House Chief of Staff Bob Haldeman, not, as Helms had done, to National Security Advisor Henry Kissinger. In George W. Bush's White House, Goss need not bother going directly to Karl Rove, Bush's political brain, since the president's outgoing and incoming national security advisors, Condoleezza Rice and Stephen J. Hadley, spent the years 2001 to 2004 under Rove's tutelage working to re-elect the president. Moreover, in April 2005, Goss's position as Director of Central Intelligence changed. He became merely the Director of the Central Intelligence Agency, not the Director of Central Intelligence, which has now become the purview of the newly appointed Director of National Intelligence, John Negroponte, who presides over the 15 separate federal intelligence agencies in a post-9/11 attempt to bring some coherence and coordination to them. As a result, Goss no longer briefed the president every morning on the CIA's view of the world, and he attended National Security Council meetings only at Negroponte's invitation.